Hello, travelers. I am Paul, and this is Travels with PMB. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back to my channel. What do I focus on with this channel? I focus on all things travel, whether it be a cruise, all inclusive resorts, restaurant reviews, concerts, and so much more. Also, I am a travel advisor. And so, if you are looking for that dream vacation, make sure you check me out by emailing bookwithpmb@gmail.com. So, we are getting ready to start the live, and it starts in Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody's Monday was great and your week even greater. I know it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks. I have been cruising my first group cruise, and I want to tell you about that. I want to tell you about where I'm going next. Thank you for all those that is here. I hope everybody had a great week. And I know this is Thanksgiving week, so happy Thanksgiving in advance for everybody. Hopefully, you did all your shopping already, have your menus ready, or know where you're going this week. And so, happy Monday. So, I'm going to go to the chat. And I'm glad you're here. I want to just share some stuff with you. And also, I want to just get some information for you because I want to let you know where I'm going next. My members know already. I've done a members only video where I let them know where I was going next. So I'm going to reveal that today, and also for those individuals that has done those type of cruise ships, maybe you can give me some advice of what to do, what's the best thing to do. So let's go through the chat. We got Liz. She beat everybody tonight. Thank you so much, Liz, for coming through. Hope you had a great day, and thank you for being a channel member as well. Yes, you did. You beat Shay today. Danny, thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. She's saying hi to me. Well, how are you, Danny? Mickey, how are you? Happy Monday. Um, Liz is saying hi to Danny. Liz is saying hi to Mickey. On the go with Yellow. Happy Monday, YOLO. And thank you also for being a channel member. Hey, Shay, happy Monday. Thank you for also for being a channel member. Thank you for coming through. Mickey saying hi. Danny saying hi to Mickey and YOLO. And he's saying hi to Shay. Liz is saying hi to Shay and YOLO. So Shay said, laugh a lot, Liz. I was having internet issues. Okay. Y'all always seem to compete against each other. And so is she like, I may have to give her a award to who can beat each other the most or something. That would be fun. Sure. Yeah. Excuses, right, Liz? Laugh out loud, says Danny. Shay saying hi to Danny, Mickey, and Yolanda. Undercover YOLO says hi to Liz, Shay, Danny, Mickey. Everybody saying hi. Hey, YOLO saying Paul. Mickey saying hi. Happy Thanksgiving, Danny. Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're saying happy Thanksgiving to every man. I can't decide what to do next summer. Um, next summer for vacation. Oh wow. I thought you decided already, YOLO, what you're doing in terms of vacation and everything like that. I thought you just was decided waiting to see if there's any deals, but you had it open. Saying happy Thanksgiving. Big Murph. Happy Monday. How are you? Hope you had a great day and a great week. Match the likes with the number of participants. And thank you so much, Mickey. Click on that like button, as Mickey says. Thank you so much. Saying hi to Big Murph. Hey, Big Murph. Danny says, good little bro comes in tomorrow night, and big bro, sis-in-law, comes Wednesday. They land at 4:40, so can't wait to be done with work Wednesday at 4:30. Yes, spend some family time. That's what Thanksgiving is about. Spending some family time together, giving thanks for everybody's lives, and just being able to have some camaraderie together. Um, Liz is saying hi to Danny and Chris. Hey, Chris. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for being a part of Carnival Cruise Addicts, which is a channel member. I was, but now I'm eyeballing Venetia to Bermuda. Oh, you know what I'm eyeballing? I have it. I'm so undecided. I'm eyeballing Virgin to Bermuda, possibly in October of next year. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Hey, Liz, Chris, Big Brother saying hi to everybody. So Danny, yep, Liz work tomorrow 7:30 to 2, then Wednesday 9:30 to 4:30. Was hoping to be out at 3 so I can go with dad or mom to pick them up. Um, Danny's saying, "Hey, Chris Sausage Man." You know, I call Chris Nips as a term of endearment because he's always showing his nipples. So I don't even call him Sausage Man. We have 20 days until Carnival Venetia. I like Carnival Venetia. So, if anybody has seen my videos, I like Carnival Venetia. Um, I know some people don't care for it because it's different from the other cruise ships that's out there, but I did enjoy being on Carnival Venetia. I appreciated it for what it was. I liked the core of it. I believe I did a ship tour as well of Carnival Venetia, and I think you'll like it. Um, Cruising out of New York City saves us 1,000 in flights. Exactly, flights is getting crazy. I was looking to do something seriously. I was looking to do something either January or February, and I'm trying to put like Google flights for the weekend. Of I know it's a week. I know it's a holiday weekend. I was doing all the MLK weekend, or I was going to do President's weekend, and just to go to Cancun for President's weekend, I was getting rates of like $1,000. The hotel I was looking to go to, all inclusive, was cheaper than the flight. It was crazy. And I'm still looking at it, but I think right about now, I'm just probably just gonna squash it and forget about it because it's ridiculous, these flights. Yeah, now it's a tassel nipple man. Nipple man, exactly. Okay, Paul, I would check out all your vlogs. Okay. Oh yeah, I did Venetia a while back. I enjoyed it, and then I did Firenze as well. The sister ship, I enjoyed that as well. Different. I think one is more Venice, the other is more Naples in terms of like Venetia. One of the dining rooms literally has like a gondola in it, and then when it comes to Firenze, they have like a makeshift like statue of David. So that's why so they try to so it's like more or less the same thing, but the decor is different. I thought it was beautiful shit, both of them. I enjoyed each one of them in its own right. Yes, I booked New York City for President's Day weekend. New York City, yeah. So I may just do something locally because I may just drive somewhere because these flights are getting crazy, and I'll just never think that people would actually go away like it's just a quick weekend, and especially if people have kids and stuff. I know that, spring break. And so I thought I would be able to get away for that quick weekend, maybe like, work late, leave after work, go, come back on a Monday, try to save me some vacation days. And it's just too horrendous. Hey, happy Monday, Travel Cake Tips. How's everything? How's everybody? How are you? Happy Monday. Yeah, the deal is drinks included, worth it. Yeah, yeah, the deal is drinks included, worth it. So you should do it then. Um, and right, because especially since you're saving on the flights, I think that would be a great thing. Carnival Cruise Addict is saying hi to Travel Cake Tips. Dan is saying hi to Travel Cake Tips. Drinks included is everything. Yeah. Hey there. We're saying hi to each other. Dylan is out of school that entire week. Oh, okay. So that makes it an incentive, so you could bring her along. All good here. hope the same for you. So let us. So I had my group cruise. It was my first group cruise, and I want to tell you about it. Right? I'm going to tell you about it. It was a group cruise. It was an 8-day cruise. Initially, it was supposed to go to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, but it did not go to all of them because if everybody doesn't know, Bonaire has some type of rule now that they won't allow a certain amount of cruise ships in the port in one day, and so therefore yes, and so therefore I'm going to so what ended up happening before we got on the cruise ship. So it wasn't like we got on the cruise ship and they changed it. They changed the itinerary before, and so it ended up being Curacao and Aruba for 2 days, which I love Aruba. I've been to Bonaire before. It was a deal breaker for some people though, because some people really wanted to go to Bonaire because they never been there before, and so even if they did Curacao or Aruba, so some people thought it was a deal breaker for them, and some people thought that 8-day cruise is fine, but too many sea days, and some people just don't care for sea day. And can I tell you? I don't know, like, put in the chat if how many people just don't like sea days. Like, if you're an individual, like you're on a cruise ship and there's like, and it was 4 sea days, several sea days, you're kind of like you would not do it. I took advantage of sea days. I always think of it like this: if you want to enclose all inclusive resort. Like I was in June for my birthday. It was an all inclusive resort. Every morning I would get up, I would go by the pool, I would just relax. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't getting on, I wasn't doing excursions or anything like that. I did it like maybe one day, but I would take advantage of resting, relaxing, get it in the pool, just chilling. And I just took advantage of that. I'm not sure why people kind of get uncomfortable with sea days unless I understand people who's not uncomfortable with the water, but for people who just say, like I get bored, I take advantage of it. Relax. I think vacation should be both things. I think vacation should be relaxation, and vacation also should be fun and entertainment. And I try to get a balance of both. Even when I am vlogging, even when I'm taking videos. At first, I think I didn't know how to balance it, but now more than ever, I got to have a balance of both. That is vacation to me. If it's just like go, 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 I remember one years ago. I remember years ago. Am I sounding all right? Because this is a new mic. I want to just make sure. Am I sounding too bassy or what have you? I remember years ago, I went to Florida and I was spending time with my sister, and I was going crazy. I just want to do everything. So I think we went to Universal. We did all kind of stuff, and every day I was getting up early because some of the things started early, especially was in Orlando, and it took like maybe 2 hours from where my sister was. And when I tell you, I did so much running around that by the time I came home, I was exhausted. And I think that time made me learn a lesson. You can have a vacation where you do a lot of stuff, but do you want to come home exhausted? I think it takes away from the fact that you're on vacation, right? Like you're doing stuff, but then it's like, man, I did not rest. And then like people you'd go to people at work and say, man, I'm really tired. But you just got back from vacation. It's like, yes, because I ran myself to the ground instead of taking an opportunity to just relax and just rest and just chill. So before I go on, let me just go through the chat, see who I've missed and what they have said. Even my buddy pass flight with American Airlines has increased too. I thought my friend didn't put it in correctly. I think my coworker was having an issue with that too. It wasn't what I don't know, it was American Airlines or what have you, but he had like a companion flight, companion ticket, not a buddy pass, but a companion ticket for Delta. And even with that, the companion ticket, because you still have to do a full fare flight for the companion ticket, even that was getting expensive. It is getting so expensive that right now I'm telling everybody now, just start looking months in advance. Usually it used to be 60 days, 3 months maybe for domestic, or 60 days for domestic, maybe 3 months for international. start looking 6 months out. Like, and as soon as you see a deal, something drops, do Hopper, do Google Flights, whatever it is that you don't have to keep on looking, and it will track and send you the information, so that when it sends you the information, you can let, okay, this price works for me, and then you could go forward from it. And I think I talked about it before. Loyalty. I think the days of loyalty may be over, because right now we're probably just trying to see if we can book a decent flight, and it's reasonable, and we're not spending an arm and a leg. I feel like if you're spending, like as I said, if we're spending more money getting there than the actual thing, like for example, like if I do a 3 day cruise, 3 day weekend cruise, and the 3 day weekend cruise is less money than the flight, you know, it's just like come on, like it's not making sense anymore. Yes, T, please. Yes, I'm getting ready to tell you more about it. How you doing? We're saying hi to each other. I thought that was always been the rule for Bonaire. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was a new thing, because literally, I thought when I looked it up, it was kind of like a new thing. Maybe it was kind of like something that was maybe not set in stone, but now it's solid. And I didn't have a problem with 2 days in Aruba. Truly, I did not. Hello, Danny. I like sea days. Relax, relax. Exactly. I like sea days. I took advantage of it. Hey, Kiki, how you doing? How's everything? Love sea days. Chris loves sea days as well. Exactly. On the go. No, we saying hi to Kiki, Mickey. I agree with you, Paul. I love being able to take my time and not feeling rushed to have to get off the ship on sea days. Exactly. I love it. Now, I have been on cruise ships where every day was a port day, and I knew going in advance that it was like that. I knew going in advance that, like, I am going to see these ports, but at the same time, when I got back on the ship, maybe when I got back in the ship, I made it my effort not to go crazy. Like, I'm not going to stay up all night if the next day I have another early port day. And so it's a balance. It's a really fine balance when it comes to that. I sound good. Okay, thank you. Companion flight with Delta had us 2 days out. Defeats the purpose of saving on the flight. Exactly. They playing trips with these flights. These flight prices got me ready to cancel a cruise or two. I have right now I have Google Flights checking stuff that I have all the way in May, all the way in April. I'm not playing. I just don't want to overspend on flights. There's gonna come a time where you're just gonna have to book it, but I can't spend my money on these flights. We have to book a flight for Alaska next July. When do you think we should do that to get a decent price? Well, you're probably going into Seattle. I think start looking now. It is Black Friday month. I'm not sure what airline you're looking at. For like every once in a while, so like for example, JetBlue will offer like deals. Start looking now. Do Google Flights. Do Hopper. And once you see that there is a good deal, you think it's not too bad. Whatever your pockets think is like, okay, this is decent. Just do it, because I think the rules is changing, and I feel like if there's a moment that it drops to the point where, like, I think this is doable, just book it. I think because that's what I'm doing. I'm looking months in advance, and I love CDs. Yes, I love CDs too. Hey Kiki, how you doing, fam? Yes, that's why I canceled our spring break cruise this year. Free cruise, airfare, 1,200 per person. Help exactly. That's crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Like the flight is weird. Well, that's free, but like the flight is so more exorbitant than what you're actually doing. It's starting not to make sense. And so we have to start, like, if you're just do JetBlue, there's sometimes Delta is cheaper than JetBlue. You know, I know that people like don't like to do things like Southwest and Spirit. I don't know, Spirit. They're saying that they're going bankrupt now, so it's kind of like I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know when they're going to stop. You don't want to book a flight, and next thing they say they go bankrupt, because that happened to actually my sister. She had a flight. It was like Silver Airways or some one of those small airlines, and she had a flight, and literally they canceled, and it was like a connecting, it was a second leg, and she had to do all kind of stuff to try to get her another flight. um Chris, cheaper to drive, sometimes cheaper to drive, exactly. people like Chris, you're blessed to actually live. You and Liz is blessed to live in Florida because there's so many crews that come out of Florida, and so therefore, like, like for up here, the cruises that is, you would have to come up here for would be for Bermuda, the New England cruises. But all those Caribbean cruises, Florida's right there, and there's not too many times I actually drive to the port. Hey, Big Murph, all good family. How are you? Saying hi to each other. Hey, Big Murph, they know when the kids out of school. Yes, Southwest was worse. At 1400, doing great, Kiki. We're currently at work and ready to get off. Hey, Liam. Hey, Paul and chat. How's everybody? Happy Monday, Liam. Thank you for coming through. Yo, look, we'll talk about price gouging. Price gouging. We're saying hi to Liam. And so, okay, so this is what went down with my group cruise. So we had the sea days. So unfortunately, and I did a live from the cruise, and Rockwell had given me some good advice because I was kind of discouraged. I'm just not gonna lie, I was kind of discouraged. Rockwell had said, she was asking me about like the activities, and she said, in there, she said it was sometimes it can be a little hard to kind of get people on the same page to kind of do a group activity. I had planned a group activity where people could come together. On the first day, we could eat some lunch and stuff like that. They didn't listen to me, and what some of them did. They had to go to guest services because something that they should have done before they didn't do, and so we didn't get a chance to go to lunch. I had provided everybody with shirts, and it had my branding because it was my group cruise, and so it was two families. None of them wore it, and so I had, I spent money. I spent money like um, having it. I purchased it, and none of them wore it. So my immediate family wore it. So my mom, myself, my sister came on the group cruise, and then also there was a friend of the family, so all of them wore it, and then my sister and my friend of the family, I saw them wear it again, like on the last day, and so maybe they just ran out of clothes, but they wore it again, and so that was kind of disappointing because I was like, I wanted us to, I didn't expect everybody to wear it all day. I just wanted us to be able to just have a moment. We're together, showing unity, and then also I also wanted to do a bar crawl, one of the sea days, and nobody came to that as well. And I think they didn't understand the concept of bar crawl. Now I know this community knows the concept of bar crawls, but I was trying to explain it to them, and one person said, "Well, I don't want to use up all of my drink package in the afternoon." It's like it was so in terms of getting people together, it that was a little disappointing to me. But after she said that, and then I talked to my sister. My sister was like, "Man, all you can do is present it, and say this is what it is, and you can't force people to do what they want." But at the end of the day, everybody had a good time, and so that was also important to me. A lot of them, they were new to Princess, and everybody had a good time on the cruise. I had a great time in Curacao, and I did something I never did before. Not, I shouldn't say I never did before, but this time around, I wanted to really explore the ports that I went to. And so a lot of times, I would just do an excursion and just head back to the ship. This time around, I did some research, and I just wanted to embrace the culture of Curacao, embrace the culture of Aruba. And so this time around, in Curacao, not only did the excursion, on the excursion, I met somebody, and we started talking. And then I dragged her. More or less, I dragged her around. I said, "Come on through," because when we was at the port before I got on the tour, she saw me with the camera, and she had another friend, and she's like, "Oh, you must be a YouTuber," and we just kind of started talking from there. And so when I got on the bus, and we was about to get off the bus, and then she was going to stay on the bus because there was a portion of it where we are going to go to the distillery, and then whoever was going back on the bus was going to go back to the port. And I was like, I'm going to go to the distillery, and I did some researches of things I want to try. I want to try authentic Curacao food. And so I did that, and I said, come on through. We went to the distillery, and then we went and ate this thing called bitterballen in Curacao. And then I went to this restaurant. I did some research and went and to this restaurant and had more authentic food. And we were there in Curacao till like 10 o'clock at night. What a beautiful Curacao! I love Curacao. I think that was my second time going there. Beautiful at night. It was just such a great vibe, such a great place. The restaurant was great, the food was great, and she thanked me for it. And she thanked me for it. She's like, "Man, if it wasn't for you, I would not have experienced this." And that kind of really touched me. And she was like sending pictures to her daughter. I was like, oh Lord, like, are you sending pictures to your daughter because you're saying like this is the crazy guy I'm with just in case I go missing? But no, she was just trying to send pictures to say like, and her daughter was happy too as well because like if it wasn't for you, I would not have experienced this. And I thought that was it was touching that she said that. I was just like, because I just want to bring somebody else with me. Not saying I couldn't do it on my own, but it's like, come on, experience it. Just don't go back to the ship. Even though I just met her for the first time. And then in Aruba, the same thing. I did a tour, and it was 2 days in Aruba. And then in Aruba, and I'm going to go back to the chat. And in Aruba, what I did was same thing. I did a tour. So I captured the tour, and then I said I want to try the food, authentic food. And then I did was drag my sister along this time, and then I went to a nice restaurant. Right outside the restaurant was the waiter was saying, "Wait, because they're going to have a show right near the restaurant." And there was these dancers, and then there was a restaurant close to them, another restaurant. They dragged the people out dancing, and then we went back to the port, and near the port there was this band and singers right near the port before we got back into port. And so it was just such a great time. Sea days. If you've never been on Princess, I know people are sleeping on Princess. Princess has so much things going on. And I did a C Day video because I want people to know that what you can experience, and all the things, the trivia, the parties. They're not known for deck parties, but they'll still have the DJ going. They have the silent party. Also, all of the production shows, all of the things that they have. It was just a great time. So it was a learning experience for me. And so to me, I think it's like I could just offer the things up, and I think everybody's not going to come to everything. And so I think I'm just going to. It's just a learning experience for me in terms of that regard, and then going forward. But I know with this community and whoever is going to the group cruise for 2026 that we know about bar crawls. We're probably going to want to get together, especially if we've never met each other before, and so we're just going to have a great time. Um, Let me see, like who did I miss in the chat? Liam is saying hi. This we'll talk about price gouging. And I'm gonna set that. So okay, Yola, Chris and you and Liz are in Florida. We are in Rochester. It's cheaper to fly to London. That's crazy. Um, One of the reasons we moved to Florida was cruise ports in drivable distance. Haha. Oh, that's a good thing. Somebody who loves cruising. Hey, Liam, what's up, YOLO? On the go with you question: how much were the drinks in Epcot? Um, Liam. Who's Liam? Who's Liam asking for that? Bar crawl. Yes. And so, I mean, with this group cruise we have coming up next year, we're gonna have TJ, Liam booked for it as well. So far, Shay is booked. So we have some individuals that has booked for it. So I'm looking for us to have a great time. 3 days. We're gonna try to meet up. I'm gonna try to put like a Facebook group together the closer we get to it, and so we can be in constant communication. I don't know how many people are going to do the Wi-Fi and so forth. So if but hopefully either some way we can communicate with each other. Not too bad. I will have to look less than $15. Oh, for the bar, you tried, Paul. As long as everybody enjoy. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's what my sister was saying to me. As long as everybody enjoyed themselves, I thought that And somebody asked one of the persons like how they felt about it, and she said they enjoyed themselves. I had to message them. One of the individuals, because there's two families together, and I said like, well, it seems like I'm not able to meet up and do something together, but as long as you're enjoying yourself And then she said, yes, we're having a good time. And I think that's what matters the most. As long as everybody had a good time. And I was able to introduce people to a cruise line they've never done before. Right. So maybe the potential going forward that they'll do it again, you know. And so, hey, Kiwi saying hi to each other. Paul, is that crazy guy? Oh my God, can't wait to get you on a bar crawl on the cruise. Yeah. Yeah, but I was trying to say, well, I don't know if I'm gonna. If we do a bar crawl, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna be drinking at every spot now. No, like, you're not gonna be, I'm not gonna be uh I'm not gonna be like drunk and stuff like that. Come on, sis, let's do a bar crawl. So we're gonna do a bar crawl. And yeah, let's do a bar crawl. I'm looking forward to it. That's awesome. That's great. You had that impact on her. She will remember that for the rest of her life. Yeah, and I'm still friends with her. Like we exchanged information, and so I thought it was really, it just touched me, that she had said that, and she really appreciated the experience. Tanya from Renfrew is in charge of that. Don't worry, it will happen. Okay, cool. Shay, hey, 2026 will be very different. I'm thinking so too. I'm thinking so that 2026 will, be very different, because of the community that's going to be there. And, as I said, whoever wants to come along can come along. Whoever wants to do it, but I will know going forward, that it will be, you can't force everybody to do everything. I think it's a good time to have the plan laid out. If they show up, great. If not, great. Exactly. I think that's what I'm going to do. And there's a 3-day cruise. I don't want to, and so the 3-day cruise, I want to do stuff together, but at the same time, I don't want to, because every day is going to be a port. So we're going to, so I'm going to show you the group cruise. Speaking about group cruise, let me show you about the group cruise right now. And so this is group cruise 2026. If you have not booked yet, or you're thinking about booking, so this is the group cruise 2026. Travels with PNB, 3-night Bahamas, November 12th to the 15th, 2026. Going to on the MSC Seashore, leaving out of Port Canaveral, going to Nassau, going to Ocean Cay, their private island. $25 onboard credit. Do a little something, get a little trinket for yourself. Of course, passports are credit, crying much better than if you try to do your birth certificates. Travel insurance is available. $99 per person. Do it at booking for the deposit. Very inexpensive. And we have available, we have the interior deluxe, we have the deluxe ocean view, and we have the deluxe balcony at very reasonable prices. I am looking forward to have a great time on that cruise. And also, here is now I booked for the Unhinged cruise, and I asked Liz to send me the promo video. And so if you have not done that as well, of course, like for my group cruise, book with you can email me at bookwithpmb@gmail.com. And so I'm gonna do the promo for the Unhinged cruise, and let me show you that real quick. So of course, there is not one specific travel agent for that group cruise, but if you want to book with a travel agent, of course I'm available. If you want to book on your own, you can do that as well. But I think, I'm booked on that. I'm looking forward to it. All the people I've never met in this community, and I would love to see everybody. If you don't come on mine, I see you on that, or I see you somewhere, between now and then on some cruise somewhere. That would be great, to be able to see you there as well. I'm excited to meet everybody. I'm so excited. I would love to see you, Yolo. I think I guess I'll see you on an Unhinged cruise unless you come to something, or I see you on another cruise somewhere. Even if they don't drink, they can have a mocktail. I agree. Like, so when it comes to bar crawls, I don't expect everybody to drink. Bar crawls to me is just an opportunity of fellowship, of coming together. Even if you drink water, don't feel left out. Even if you say like, I don't drink like that, just come on together and we just have fun and we talk and we fellowship. That's what it's all about to me. Just kind of coming together and fellowshipping together. Whether you have a mocktail, whether you just have water, whether you just come and just talk and chill and laugh, I think that's what bar crawls should be about. So I don't never want we should never want to have people feel left out just because, right? I'm already booked out through 2027. I need y'all to start planning group cruises for 2028. I can't fit any more cruises into my schedule. 2028. I don't know if I've seen anybody, like even Rockwell or anything, have anything for 2028 yet. I could be mistaken. And I don't have anything for 2028 as of yet. I'm just getting off this. I have next year, 2028. Wow. You're pushing far out. The thing about it is when it comes to booking, to me, I just feel like some people will wait for a while, and it really depends on the cruise. So the one thing is that if you don't realize, there are some cruise lines that they are very specific in terms of how long after you have booked your groups or you have asked that you want a group cruise, you may only have 60 days to lock in that group rate. And I know historically, just dealing with clients, people don't always book right away. They wait a while, and so it really depends on the cruise line. Some cruise lines you will have a good time to lock in that rate, and they'll before they start taking back rooms. So I would not do a group cruise, for example, with Norwegian, unless the only way is to I think the person who is the coordinator would have to like reserve it and pay with their own money until people actually book the cruise, put down like a little bit of deposit. And so it really depends on the cruise ship. Some cruise lines will give you like a lot of time, and then you'll have time all the way up until then. But I'm still thinking about 2027 though. I'm still kind of torn as to what I would want to do. This was an 8-day cruise. Next year's a 3-day cruise. I may do something in between. I did Princess, next year's MSC. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. But I'm looking to do one. And so mark your calendars because I'm probably looking to do one around the same time just to keep it consistent around the same month, around the same time, just before Thanksgiving in November, maybe around Veterans Day somehow or in that week. So mark your calendars for 2027 if you have some time available for the next Travels with PNB Group Cruise. Yes, we are hopefully meeting Paul on Saturday. Oh my gosh, it's 6:40 already. So what's going to happen? I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through everything that I wanted to get through. So what is going to happen on Saturday is I am going on. This is a great segue. Thank you, Liz. I am going on a back-to-back cruise next week. And I'm going on a back to back cruise next week. And with me going on this back to back cruise, I am going to decide to stay like 2 days in Miami. And then I'm going to go on 2 cruises and cruise ships I've never been on before. Don't judge me. And so I'm going to go on Royal Caribbean. Never been on Royal before, so I'm excited because so many people have, so much good things to say about Royal. I've never been on it before. I think primarily I never been on some cruise ships before, and it took me so long because of the loyalty to Carnival, right? Because of the loyalty to Carnival, trying to go up in the levels and kind of trying to stick with Carnival. And I'm not gonna go over all the things that's happening with the loyalty program and things of that nature. And so I kind of stuck with Carnival for the most part. So now I'm really branching out and also doing a side to side cruise. So I'm doing a side to side. So I'm going to be in Miami for Royal Wonder of the Seas, and then I'm going to go up to Fort Lauderdale to go on Celebrity Reflection. Even when I was on the Princess ship, I was asking some people, and some people said some people love Celebrity more than Princess. Some people in vlogs and stuff and blogs, I said they love Princess more than Celebrity. And so I'm curious to see my experience and what I think about it in general. And so we will see. And so I was talking to Liz, and she said that she was going to be in Miami Friday into Saturday, and so we're supposed to be meeting up because I'm flying to Fort Lauderdale, even though I'm staying. Sometimes you get a cheaper deal flying into Fort Lauderdale than Miami. And then, so therefore, she's gonna meet up with me, and then hopefully, if my flight is, everything goes right, we could meet up Saturday And this will be the first time I'm meeting Liz and Chris, so it'll be exciting to meet them for the first time ever. And so I'm excited about that. I only have two cruises beyond booked into 2027 so far. I'm open for something different, holding out. Yes, doing more star made me my cruise happy. Yeah, star. So Wonder of the Seas. I don't know if I'm going too big. Maybe I should have done an older ship, because I'm going to wonder which was at one time the biggest cruise ship in the world. How many you booked? Who's that for, Yolo? Is that for? I booked the Unhinged cruise too. Yes. When we planned our family reunion, we gave everyone a paper itinerary with a few group activities and added lots of time on your own. We gave this at the meetup the day before the cruise. And so next year, depending on who's in town, I do want to have a meetup. Because I'm looking to be in Orlando for 2 days because the day before the cruise is so for those who book, we are going to do a meetup the day, especially if you're flying in the day before the cruise or driving down. And I was even asked Liz if she could somehow come down as well and be a part of the meetup. Because I want to, because I'm going to be there probably the day before Veterans Day, on Veterans Day, and maybe we could meet up on Veterans Day. Maybe go out, have a bite to eat, and then we could meet up. And then I will by then I probably email everybody my recommended activities, and I'm gonna get with TJ as well to see what we can do and what's legit. And then with MSC, the one thing about MSC, if you reserve it, you can reserve a room, and so we can have a room together, and chill, talk, whatever, and do some things together. I have 8 cruises from now to 2027, not included land vacation. Wow. Hey, Scotty! Scott is here. Happy Monday, Scott. He's saying hi to everybody. Liam is saying hi to Scott. Shay's hi to Sarah and Scott. Then we all meet for dinner at the MDR, and people could make plans with each other for beach excursion. It all work out. Yes, I thank you so much. That's what, and I think right now for next year, everybody's like early dining. And I could always merge everybody together so that we could be at like one group table. Obviously, everybody's not going to be there, especially if you do specialty dining or what have you, but it's going to be there all the time for the MDR. But I think that's a great opportunity as well for us to meet up and talk together because of that. Because we're doing early dining. Hey TJ, how you doing? Happy Monday. Carnival saying Liz is saying hi to TJ. Liam is saying hi to TJ. You only had 3 booked for next year, but had to cancel one due to trying to include my friends again. They fell through. Shay saying hi to TJ. Travel Cake Trips is saying hi to Scott and TJ. Dang, Liam, I have 5, but I have some land in there, but holding out. I can't remember how much I have. So much, I have to count how much I have. Murph saying hi to Scott. Big Murph saying hi to TJ. Okay, Murph. Big Murph, are you going to be on the Unhinged cruise? Yeah, Big Murph. Are you going to come on the Unhinged cruise? Yeah, believe that. TJ saying hi to everybody. Um, hey TJ, how home? You home yet? Okay, so no, unfortunately, I will not. They need to plan one for 2028. Liz, are you gonna plan another unhinged cruise for 2028? Are you gonna do it every 2 years? TJ, are you on the Super Bowl group cruise? I only have 4 cruises booked for 2027 so far for TJ. I'm home right now. Yeah, TJ is on the go. That's why he says right now. He's crazy. TJ is unhinged. Unhinged. Loyal to Royal. So loyal to Royal. Oh wow. Okay. Oh nice. Except for Unhinged. I want to get on Reflection. Okay. So I'm gonna let you know what I'm going to do. And I'm glad YOLO's on here and some of you have been on Royal before because maybe you can give me some advice, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Other but Royal is my girl. I have 2 virgins next year. Okay, so let's go back to this. Royal is my girl. So let's go YOLO. So I said I'm going to do back to back Wonder and then go into Reflection. And so it's a 4-day cruise. It's going to Nassau and Coco Cay. And so what I'm liking about Royal already, this is really good because I feel like um, I don't see this with a lot of cruise lines. I'm not going to compare anything yet, but I got an email from Royal, and I thought this was great. How many times have you gone on cruise ships, and then I've seen in vlogs and in these Facebook groups related to the cruise that they're like, what kind of parties are they gonna have? What are they doing on the cruise ship? Like, what should I bring? Like, people have these questions. I got an email from Royal. I thought this was great, and it says, Royal Caribbean, are you ready to party? And so before you board, we can't wait for you to board one of the seas. Tis the season to be merry. We're throwing a holiday party and things are going to get ugly. We want you to see your tackiest, ugly holiday sweaters that showcase your merry making spirit. So now I got to get an ugly sweater, right? Almost forget. So dust off your finest and join us for the festive holiday cheer. And so here's what you can expect. And so they break down all of the kind of the theme parties, which I thought was really great. Bring back the beat, bring back the dance move, the energy, and the threads from your favorite decade, because we're throwing it back tonight with a groove-tastic tour through the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. From the shoulder pads to voguing, we can't wait to turn back time. Pack your bright colors, flannel shirts, and big hair. So they're telling you already, like, if you want to participate in these and if you want to dress up for the occasion, you can. Then there's Red Nightclub, Rev Up for Red, the host hottest high energy party at sea with a great DJ, special effects, technology, nightlife extravaganza is an experience not to be missed. Then there's a White Night. This is just a 4-day cruise. There's a white night. Feel the style and shine as you celebrate in your brightest white attire. Pack your favorite all white outfit and get ready for an evening of great music. Then there's a silent toga party. So, like, they're giving you all this information. I think this is great. And so, like, if you don't want to be bothered, you don't have to. But so you don't miss out and you didn't know about it. A silent toga party, silent disco, or toga party is the best of both worlds. Put on your Roman garb or grab one of your free togas. Power up those headphones. Groove to your choice of Zeus approved jams at 3 DJs deliver EDM, Latin, and pop hits. And so I think right away that was impressive to me. The fact that they're giving you this information, you can get your stuff together. If you want to be involved in these parties, you can, these themes, and then I'm thinking about doing it. I have white, but I'll get the ugly sweater. I'll just bring something red, and like I really would want to do this. And I thought that was something great that I've only seen. That I could be mistaken because I haven't been on every cruise ship, but I've only really seen that on a charter ship, charter cruise. When I've done charter cruises, they would give you, like, if they have theme nights, and they would give you the information or what have you, the breakdown of what's happening. Another thing I like about Royal so far is that the app for Royal, but not for Celebrity. I don't know if it's too far in advance because it's not a week yet. But for Royal, they give you the daily breakdown of the activities, and no, not from the time you book, but like the closer it gets to it. So right away, I'm impressed with that. So I know what's happening on the cruise each day. I could kind of plan my time. I booked some things already. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. So it's Nassau, it's Bahamas, and Coco Cay. Things are I'm going to do the dining. So now I need some tips on this. I'm going to the Mason jar. I know there's mixed reviews. I know some people hate it. I know some people may like it. So I'm going to need, okay, out of the Mason jar, the best thing I should have. I'm going to have that for dinner. What should I eat? For those individuals who have been on Royal, I'm doing 150 Central Park for dinner, and I'm also doing chop grill for lunch. So Mason jar, 150 Central Park, chop grill. For those individuals who have done Royal, what should I eat? What's the thing that you've been there and it's like, oh my gosh, this was just phenomenal, or something that, like, okay, that's trash. Don't worry about that. But just give me what you think I should eat. I know, especially for Mason jar, there's so many different um people who have said that they didn't care for mason jar. So I'm gonna try it for myself. I do like soul food. I did see, I can't remember, is it Cruising Complete? Somebody did a review on it and I looked at it recently, and it was like a lot of food. It's like so much food. So I mean, I don't want to be overstuffed anyway, especially it's dinner. I want to go to other things. But let me see. Let me know in the comments. I have two virgins next year. No virgin next year. I may have a potential virgin. Um, Liz. I'll be in reflection in 2026. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Um, we're laughing. Two Virgin Voyages cruises. Okay. TJ Scott saying hi to TJ, Shay, YOLO. Lots of people will be unhinged. Yes. How much you have already, Liz? Signed up for the unhinged? I'm going on Silhouette right after Paul's group cruise. Okay. Are you doing a side to side, Liam? Or is it like maybe a week after for the Silhouette? Or TJ, did you see my question or were you ignoring me? YOLO, hey Scott. Scott, I'm waiting for you and Bill's group cruise. Are y'all gonna do a group cruise, Scott? Always arrive the day before and I live in Florida. Okay. So you'll be there for the meetup for our group cruise, Liam. So that's great. I will be on Unhinged. YOLO's gonna be on Unhinged. I'm on the Super Bowl cruise. I'll be on the Miami 3 days after for the Meet and I cruise. And I'm supposed to be I want to meet up with Meet and I because they're coming to New York in June. And so I'm gonna see if I can meet up with Meet and I and TJ in June. So that may be the first time I meet up with TJ. Sounds like the whole ship will be people from Unhinged, Ungroup, Off the Chain. Really, it's crazy. Can you imagine this was a group cruise, like on booked under one thing? I think we would get more perks and benefits if it was like underneath like an umbrella of like a group cruise. Okay, yeah, I couldn't do the one with Dylan. She's out of school that week. Okay, that makes sense. Wonder's my favorite Oasis. Is it your favorite? Oh wow. And NASA, I really don't want to do anything. I'll probably get off the ship, maybe do some videos, some B rolls, maybe get my, I love my comforters, maybe get my comforters and come back on the ship. I really want to just, and then Coco K, what I have for Coco K is the Hideaway. So I'm doing the Hideaway, and I want to experience that. I just did the Pearl Beach Club for Celebration Key, and so I kind of want to see like what the difference is. Like will I like one more than the other? I just want to experience that area. I know like it's the first time. I probably like I don't know how close that is to other areas. So maybe I'll walk out just before I go back to the ship and kind of like look around and see what else is there. But I just kind of outside of the food, I know they have food there. I just want to see like the vibe, the ambiance, the chairs, how nice the umbrellas are, how nice the pool is. I just want to see like what that area is compared to what I've experienced. Okay, you're sailing during the holidays. Um, Paul going to rip the sheets off the bed and hit the dance floor for the toga party. Um, I may just do white. I don't know about the toga because it says the white or toga. So I think I'm just gonna do the white. Just bring me some white on. What email did that come from? Just curious because I have never heard the lowdown on the theme nights in advance. Oh, let me see because I have it here. So you never, yeah. I mean, let me see what the email it came from for Royal. It was it just says no reply at notifications.rccl.com. And it came up, I don't know, some things sometimes go in your spam or what have you. But I thought that this email gives me so much information so I can be ready for this cruise. I haven't started packing yet, but definitely whites, the red shirt, the the ugly sweater. I'll just buy an ugly sweater, and so that I would want to just engage in these parties. And so I thought it was great. They send it to your booked email. Yeah, that's what they did. They sent it to my booked email, but that was the email that it was coming from. No reply at notification.rccl.com. Oh, thanks, YOLO. I would save my coins on Mason Jar, but y'all try it. What did you like about it though? Like I know people didn't care for it. Try Playmakers. What's Playmakers? YOLO. Yes, side to side, outside to side. Okay, Mason Jar for sure. Schooner, View Bar, Wonderland is a cool experience. Okay, okay. Um, the difference is your drink package works on Coco K and food is included. Okay, yes, that is the difference. There's no stipend. I know that there's no stipend. I just want to see also like I thought Pearl Cove was beautiful in terms of like the beach was right there. I thought like the areas where we sat was nice. Obviously, we did have the little bee situation. One of the citrus is the best specialty, hands down. What did you have there, Yolo? I'm just curious to see what you had because I want to see. Because if you get a chance, just let me know. Email me, text me, what have you. Let me know what you had because I want to be able to make sure like my dining experience is great. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I made sure I reserved the Aqua Show. Everybody talks so much about the Aqua Show. There's no way I could have gone on this ship and not tried the Aqua Show. And then I'm doing the Ice Show. I didn't miss. I think there was some show the first night. Maybe just a regular production show. Um, Oh, Yolo said I tried almost everything. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm glad that I'm gonna have a great experience at 150 Central. Then I am going to Celebration celebrity reflection side to side, as said. So I'm gonna, and Yolo told me about this. This is a great tip. So Yolo said that, and I called him and think I only have to just speak with the shore excursion desk or customer service. If you're doing a side to side and it's within the Royal, that they may have a free shuttle complimentary that will take you from Miami and take you to Fort Lauderdale. And so that's great. That will save you money on having to do a cab, a Lyft, or Uber, or anything of that nature, or trying to do a shuttle, their shuttle, paid shuttle to like or whatever, shuttle to the airport and then taking a cab over to the port. And so I'm going to check on that once I get on board on Wonder of the Seas. And so, therefore, that's going to Key West and Bimini. Never been to Key West before. In Key West, I already have like itinerary. I'm not going to do an excursion. I'm just going to do like all the things I have to go to the southernmost part. I love the butterfly farm. The first time I did a butterfly farm and conservatory was in Aruba, and I loved it. So sometimes when I see it other places, I want to do it again. So I want to do that down there. I want to go to Sloppy Joe's. Nostalgia for me. So I want to go to Sloppy Joe's. I want to try some key lime pie at Kermit, the aquarium, because a lot of times when I've seen Key West on other cruise lines, and it'll be like 7-1, very short. So this is 7-3. So I think that I may have enough time. Maybe go to Tennessee Williams, the playwright, the author. Maybe go to his exhibit as well. That's in Key West. So there's a good amount of stuff that I could do on my own. Walk through there and vlog, of course, and then have that experience. And then I'm going to Bimini. I've been to Bimini before. I may just get off the ship, just explore the area because I know Virgin has ports differently from maybe other cruise lines, so I'm not sure if Royal does the same. Because the first time I've been to Bimini, and I did a shore excursion. Well, my shore excursion for Bimini was canceled, so I ended up having to do stuff on my own anyway. And so, for reflection, for those individuals that have been on Celebrity, this is what I am going to, and maybe you could tell me what you like about it, and if there's anything there that's good. I'm going to Tuscan Grill, and that's the Italian restaurant. I'm doing that for dinner, and I'm going to the porch for lunch. And so if you've ever been on one of those, let me know. And for the entertainment, so this is where it gets kind of like I don't know what's going to happen. I looked in the app and it seems like there's nothing going on, nothing to book in terms of shows. I saw something like maybe a comedian for entertainment, and maybe they haven't updated yet. It's still more than a week to go, but it just seems like is Celebrity a cruise ship that really doesn't? They don't have a lot of things going on like during the day, or maybe they just haven't updated the app because right now it looks like there's nothing going on. And so, do they have a lot of things going on? Do they have trivias? Do they have like what is Celebrity like in terms of their entertainment? Because it seems like Royal is turning up. They have so many things already that I'm interested in going to. Like the first day, I think there's like a jazz, a Latin thing I want to go to. So let me know for those individuals. If you've tried Tuscan Grill, let me know if you liked it. If you didn't, if you tried Porch, let me know if you did. So I don't know what to expect for that. And so let me go through the comments. See what people. Liam says the difference is your drink package. Okay, that's what I read that before. I've tried almost everything. Oh, mason jar is hit or miss. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna have to really be selective in what I want, and also the portion size is just gonna be me. So it's not gonna be like anybody I'm sharing things with. A lot better than Chops Grill. Um, What's you think Mason jar is better than Chops Grill? Try it. Yet they are really convenient. YOLO, maybe we should try Mason jar at lunch to save some coins. Yeah, yeah. I the one thing I like about Royal also, is the fact that they give you discounts. So it give you discounts different times, whether they email it to you that there's discounts, or you go in the app and you can see that there's discounts on Wi-Fi, discounts on drink packages, discount on restaurants. I really like that as well. But obviously the discounts change. So the thing is, like, somebody could purchase it for more than I did, because it may change and better deals at different times. Has anyone booked RC Beach Club? I'll be there in March on my celebrity reflection cruise. Yes, lunch, but some people like it for dinner. For Mason Jar, Celebrity has shows at least one the Edge class. Okay, I heard their shows are good, but right now it looks like what else they have? Is their music good? Do they have great bands? Do they have game shows? Right now I'm kind of like lost for words. In terms of like what they have. Do they have like nice game shows? Also. I know they're probably gonna have trivia. They have a casino, I know. But I'm just curious to, maybe a few days from now they'll update and then I could see. But right now there's nothing. Thanks so much for this chat. It has been very informative. Oh, thank you so much. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Seems like you may be leaving, but happy Thanksgiving. No, 150 Central Park is a lot better than Chops. Oh, okay, okay. And I'm doing Chops for lunch. So, and I saw the menu. It's very limited. So I'm just gonna it's gonna be like a quick jump. And are any of these specialty restaurants available for free at lunch? Just curious. I don't think they are. I think all they must. They're the ones I looked at. They're a lesser price for lunch. If they are open for lunch, but I don't think. I mean, maybe there's some people in here that's like probably more a pro when it comes to Royal. But for what I looked at, if it has a lunch option to the dinner, it's just a lesser price, but yeah, I didn't see it for free. Hey, happy Monday. How are you doing? They had game shows. Okay, they had game shows. All right, good. Um, okay, so they had game shows. Yeah, so right now, so that's what it is. So it seems like something's gonna be hit and miss. So I'm just gonna try it. And I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be my first time. I'm gonna be trying to be open. I know sometimes people go on cruise ships. They've never been on cruise ships before. Sometimes they could be closed off because they love something. They really love something so much. They love a certain cruise line so much. But I think that when it comes to me, I'm gonna be open. All right, I'm gonna be open. Of course, at the end of the day, I'm gonna make some comparisons. So I may make a video about that, but I'm not going to go in there and say, oh, this cruise line is better than this in terms of this regard, or this cruise line is better than this in terms of that regard. Because I think you'll lose something in the experience instead of just being open. So I'm going to be open and just enjoy. Um, I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is. At the same time, enjoy it for what it is. But then, then I'll go back and say like, okay, the differences, so that people can know the differences and see why. Even with celebrity, why is it conflicting? Some people love it. Some people like Princess, for example. Some people um don't like Princess as much. They love it. They love, hate, love. Some things that some people feel like some people may like celebrity may be more bougie, more stuck up, more attitudes, and some people may think the same thing for Princess. And so since that's the premium line I've been on, I haven't sailed with Holland yet. And then the premium line, like Norwegian doesn't have a premium line; they have luxury lines. They have more luxury. Well, I guess Oceania can be said like quasi premium, which I haven't been on yet, and so I can only kind of compare Celebrity then with Princess, and so I can make that correlation between the two because that's the premium line I have been on. I will be on other cruise premium lines next year, which I'm very much so looking forward to just branching out and just going on other premium lines. Um, Let me see. It's priced lower for lunch, but the portions are good. Okay, so that's good. Um, yes, agreed. Okay, so because Chops Grill is lower, and am I doing that for lunch? Let me see. Yeah, Chops Grill is lower, and I did see that it was a limited menu. But I thought it was like a good menu. Whatever it was, I thought it was like it was a good menu. And so thank you for your input. I'm looking forward to it next week, and I'm excited. I'm really excited about trying something new. I don't know, like for you who have done Royal, do you think that Royal will steal me away from Carnival, or or what? Do you think it has what it takes? Because right now for contemporary cruise lines, of course, comparing, I only could compare Carnival with Norwegian, and Carnival ups Norwegian in terms of entertainment, not so much in food, but I just like the vibe, the entertainment. So will Royal, that will be the question, will Royal steal me away from Carnival? I'm really curious um, about if that will happen or not, because I'm not sure. um, Yolo said yes. By the way, Dila, I did have the crab cake at Eden. Okay. Um, and so let me see the visit the community. I asked some cruise. I asked some questions from the last time, and so the question I asked: what activities you like the most on a group cruise, right? And I asked these questions because we talked about group cruise earlier: bar crawl, dining together, group excursions, and hanging out on the ship. Now, for those individuals here, which is your favorite? Bar crawl, dining together, group excursions, or hanging out on the ship? And I'll tell you what the result is as well. Let me see. Oh my God, so good. Royal is a whole different vibe. Mm. Oh my God, so good. Oh wow, Yola loves Royal. I'm gonna see it, because the one thing about Carnival is like, oh, they're the entertainment, right? Their whole thing is about entertainment. We are the fun, right? We are the fun ship, and so I was like, okay, um, and I get it. They have every day is a deck party. Their embarkation day is fun, a lot of fun with their embarkation day. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, um yeah, you may be fun, but doesn't mean that that I can enjoy myself on other cruises. And so if it's a different vibe, I'm fine. I love jazz, I love Latin music. Even some of the cruise ships that have it, like the Vista class for Carnival, for example. I forgot the name in the back of the ships, where they have the Latin music going with the bongos and playing, and people are dancing. Love it. I love the vibe and stuff like that. So for them to have jazz, Latin music, these kind of theme parties, they're emailing you, is really just like building up my excitement for it. I have a coworker. He's been on Royal, just like Big Murph, but I'm glad Big Murph is able to stretch out and go beyond just Royal, because he loved Royal. But that was his first cruise line, and he was just loved it. But I have a coworker, he's been on Royal, and he just got back from another Royal. And it's like he will not do anything else. I think this second cruise for him solidified the fact that he loves Royal, and I think he goes on one cruise a year and maybe something else. And so Royal definitely stole me from Carnival. Wow, that's that's interesting. You won't stop sailing Carnival, but Royal will make you think twice. Interesting. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem being stolen away. All of the above. Lima agrees. Hanging out together and dining together. Okay. All of the above. Okay. Carnival is the fun ship, but it's not the complete my. It's not completely my thing. Got you. Got you. And some people, and I'm telling you now, some people will not sail Carnival again. I've spoken to some people, even on these princesses. They're like, mm-mm, I'm not. I'm not. I will not sail Carnival again. I'm done. Not only are you going to see the difference of Carnival and Royal, Liam says, but Royal and Celebrity, to me, Celebrity is an elevated Royal. Okay, and I'm doing it in the same week, so it's like I'm really definitely going to see the difference from one to the next. I will go on any cruise line as long as the itinerary fits me, but overall, I'm loyal to Royal. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Yes, I hope to try Princess soon. Yes. Yes, because especially if you try celebrity, that's why I want to do it. I want to compare the two. I want to see like the difference in terms of entertainment, obviously food, just even the dining room. Like, how's the food in the dining room? Um, the ship itself, even though it's an older ship, how they keep up the ship. One thing though about Princess, When I tell you, even when I was on the ship I was on, not saying it's an older ship, they're always painting the banisters, the railings. I saw them literally sanding new ones on this Majestic Princess. They're always upkeeping the ship, like painting they're painting on the ship, they're painting the side of the ship. And so I was like, I feel like, if you're paying elevated money or more money for a premium class ship, you don't want to go around and it's rusty and looking dingy and things of that nature. And so I'm thinking Celebrity should be the same way as well. Yes, Celebrity is elevated royal. I would never say I'm not selling Carnival again. Okay. I mean, well, my thing is I do have some carnivals coming up. Obviously, the Unhinged Cruise, and I'm doing also, but not all of them. I'm doing. I keep forgetting if it's festival or carnival, whatever the next X class XL class ship is going to be. And but I'm selling it, but you know 2027 I'm open, so I may do other royals, I may do something else. I'm not going to just stick with Carnival anymore, because I want to branch out. I want to try different experiences, different itineraries, different places. If I see a good deal, maybe I'll do a Celebrity, or maybe I'll do another royal, so all predicated on this experience. If it is it trash, or is it like, man, this is one of the best cruises I ever had. And so I'm going big with Wonder. So since I'm going big with Wonder, you know, um, I almost feel like. Do you feel like if you go on a big cruise ship first for like a cruise line, does it spoil you to go to older ones? Like say for example, you go like an Excel class ship first, and then all of a sudden you go to like an older cruise ship in that cruise line. Does it spoil you because you've been on this big ship, all the food options, the wonder of it, how beautiful it is, how big it is, how grand it is, and then all of a sudden you go back on, small, like paradise. Does it spoil you, um with that new one, and you're like, like then you're like, this is not as good, no way is good, I don't want anything that small. My niece and nephews refuse to go back on Celebrity. They're loyal to Royal. Okay, I'm gonna try it. And Celebrity Reflection, at the end of the day, people love the Edge class, and I'm going on Reflection. So if, for example, I feel like it's subpar, it's just okay because it's an older ship, I'll give it another chance. I will go on because, for example, the Team Reese, they love Ascent, right? So they love Ascent for Celebrity. So maybe I'll do something like that, and try that out, the Edge class series, because people love the Edge class series. So I think maybe I'll do something like that. Give it a try. I'm not gonna just like one and done, just to see like, okay, oh, just YOLO just said it too, took it over. I love Ascent. My brother and sister-in-law just got off Excel. They were not happy. Okay, so I don't know if you've Zach the traveling guy, I think his name is. He's another YouTuber, and his thing says disappointed. And so I was like, oh wow, like and I didn't get a chance to see his video, but it seemed like he was not, as you said, he was not really happy with Excel. He was not too impressed with Excel. And so I want to see what that talk about. So then I'll just go on Ascent, since a lot of people seem to love Ascent. Princess and Celebrity can't wait for me. I want to try Margaritaville, which I've tried before. Virgin. You've never been on Royal, TJ? And MSC. Well, you've been on MSC. You just got off MSC. But you never been on Royal? Now they are all Diamond Plus on Royal. Mickey says the youngest Diamond Plus in my family is 5 years old, just starting off. The thing about it though, I like the fact that they do. Um, since I'm sailing solo, they give me more credits towards earning more status, and I like the fact that they now have this status matching across the cruise lines as well. So that would allow me to go higher in status quicker as well. So I love the fact that Royal just changed to that program. So even though I know I'm like really low on the totem pole going in there, but if I'm doing Royal Celebrity back and forth, I know that I would get there higher than it just being individual status programs. No to Margaritaville. Y'all can have him. I did Margaritaville one time. It was a short cruise. It had entertainment. I enjoyed the shows as well. The the ship was older, it was dated. It looked like it. even though I think they revamped it or refurbished it. But it seemed dated. I enjoyed myself, and the cruise director at one time was Jamaican. She kept the fun going. Um, it will definitely spoil your taste buds. Okay, so if I do, for example, I think Mickey's talking about the cruise. So if I do an older ship, a bigger ship, and then go to back to like a smaller ship, yeah, I think so. So I don't know. So maybe I'll have to keep with Oasis class. I do want to. Has anybody done the quantum class? I do want to try a quantum class though. I've always seemed like to be interested in doing a quantum class, even if it's like a short one. I would do want to do a quantum class. Start small and go high. Yeah, it's too late now. So I did high, and now it's like so I'm gonna keep it around Oasis, maybe Utopia, if I do another one, or do Quantum Class, a different class of ship anyway, because I know it'll be a different experience, even though it may be older. I started cruising in the 80s, so these ships compared to these ships back then are all big, exactly. As I said, the first cruise, if you all remember, the first cruise ship I ever been on was Carnival Victory, and I thought it was a nice size ship. Compared to now, it's like nothing. I thought it was like, oh, this is nice. It was just like perfect to me. And now these ships is like massive. Um, we are all Diamond Plus as well, Mickey. Y'all high up. I've been on Royal. I want to try some ships. Okay, Quantum Class is awesome. I want to try Quantum Class. That's what I'm saying. So I may, if I do that, maybe I try Quantum Class. Especially, I'm not sure where all. I know they're in LA now, so I want to try that as well. I think it's more not size of ships, but age of the ship that matters. Okay, but I think if you have a age ship, as long as you fix it up, like I don't want to go around the ship and it looks dilapidated, or I don't want to go like if you refurbish a ship, but then you keep the same furniture. You gotta like I've been on ships. I'm not gonna say no name. I'm not gonna say the even the I've been on a ship, for example, like you see some of the furnishing is like ripped up and stuff like that. Y'all can't do nothing with the upholstery, you know. At least be able to do something with the upholstery and make it look better, like repair it. It just looks like crazy. It looks just horrible, and then you go around, you see rust and stuff like you have to be willing to invest in it, and you just can't invest in newer ships, and you have these older ships and it's just kind of like you just kind of letting it fall apart. um so that's the thing. Love Quantum Alaska and Norway, Athens, Quantum Odyssey. Okay, so I want to try Quantum. I definitely want to Quantum. We know which line you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to say the line and the ship or nothing like that, but I saw it. It was just kind of like crazy. And I don't know, maybe my eyes were different. I think sometimes when you start sailing more and stuff like that, then you see more that you're not used to seeing before. Like, oh, you notice more stuff. And I was like, I went on the ship and it was like a quick day, 3-day cruise. And I was like, like it was like rusty and like chairs is like ripped up and then the ambiance is like y'all didn't do nothing with this, the this pandemic. Y'all wasn't working on these cruise ships like all that time. It just looks like horrible. Like you wait for you can't you gotta upkeep the things that you have. You can't just wait to a refurbishment or something like that. To me, um, yeah, you just can't wait for a refurbishment of that. And so I know it's Thanksgiving week this week. I'm gonna tell you happy Thanksgiving. Does anybody have anything planned? I'm gonna tell you my plans. I think I said I'm not sure if I said it in the beginning, but my cousin is doing something, and she usually does something every Thanksgiving, and she's inviting us over. And if she wants us to bring something, we will. But more or less, she just kind of takes care of it, and she invites her friends. So we're gonna have some family members, and we're just going to enjoy that because of the fact that I'm leaving on Saturday this week. Also, I'll be packing and getting everything together so that I could be ready to go and have all of my items. As I said, I gotta get my ugly shirt for this party on Royal, and so that's going to be. I gotta get my hair cut, all this good stuff, so I could be ready to go away. Is there any family traditions that you have for Thanksgiving? Like last year, I went on a cruise, And so I went on a cruise, and I like for the last 2 years I think I went on a cruise. Last year I did a Bermuda cruise right out of New York. It was on Prima, was Norwegian Prima out of New York. Because before I had done Viva, so I did Prima, and it was a 7 day. And eh, um, the cruise was nice. Of course, Bermuda was beautiful, and what I did in Bermuda was beautiful. But if you're looking for that, the ambiance, they didn't decorate the ship. Nothing was decorated. I don't know if they just wanted to keep it clean and nice and white, and they didn't want to do anything. But there was no decorations. It didn't feel like it was Thanksgiving. It didn't feel like we was about to go into the Christmas season. Now Princess, I think I did Princess the year before another ship. I think they did that, but they didn't do anything on the ship, and I definitely noticed it. And then when it came to the dinner, I thought it was just okay. It was just like, was all right. Like, it didn't blow me away. And so for Thanksgiving dinner, I want it to be hearty. I don't need to be stuffed, but I want to kind of be hearty. But I haven't, I think it's been like a few years. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 years that I have not been home for Thanksgiving. Um, and so I'm here for Thanksgiving, but I'm going away after Thanksgiving. And so, what are your traditions? Usually, just what it is. If it's not something that my cousin did, then I would just kind of do everything, something with my mom or what have you. Um, like it should have been on the cruise ship graveyard. Exactly, cruise ship graveyard. If you're rusting away, sell it to somebody else, scrap it for parts or something like that. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Have a safe and goodbye. Yes, I'm just going to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thank you so much for everybody coming on. I am not working, but we do Secret Santa, name, pick, and deliver the gifts on Christmas Day. Oh, that's really nice, Mickey. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. I know we went over the time. We usually do an hour. Thank you for everybody's advice, everybody that came, even if you had to go. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Because I am going away. I won't be here for. I'll be missing 2 weeks on a Monday. But I'm looking forward to really have a great time with these cruise ships. Royal and celebrity. Looking to see Liz decide. Hopefully all that works out. And then so thank you so much for coming. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Mickey. And until next time, hope you have a great week. Happy travels.